teacher and friends. Today, let me introduce myself. My name is Tejira Zaditesa, and my section is OSP. Yes, today my speech is about my experience. It's the hardest time of my life between my father and I. That I hope when you know my story, you will appreciate the thing that you have right now. My father and my mother were divorced when I was 7 years old, so they will live together and have to move to live with my father. Unfortunately, my father became very poor because he was cheated by his cousin. So anyway, we didn't have a car anymore and a house anymore. We moved to a new small place that we call rent a room. Yes. My father is a kindest man. He's a positive man. Whenever he faced the trouble time, he will say that God always be with us and we should have to trust in Him. One day, while we waiting for a bus, after we went to the church at night, my father and I are very tired and sleepy. So I asked my father to take our air-conditioned bus to go home. But when I looked at my father and I said, my father looked at me and he said that he had just only 6 baht left in his life. So we can't take the air-conditioned bus, we have to take a normal bus. The air-conditioned bus we have to pay for 16 baht for 2 seats. So in that moment, I can touch his feeling, I can touch his pain and sorrow, because I know that Father wants to give me everything like the other father give their child, but that moment he can't. You know that my father had a heart disease and a hypertension, so he can't do a job very well, and he often have just a 60 baht or 100 baht in his life. One day, sometimes he can't buy me a meal, just a meal, one meal, he can't. So he bring me to his friend home, and I don't know what he said, and finally I got a meal from his friend. You know, 2 years later, my father passed away because heart attack. Yes, it's a very sad story. And whenever I face a troubled time, I always think about him. I always think about that they really help when we have just only 6 baht left in our life. So when I have just only 20 baht or 5 baht in my life, so I will think about him. And in that time, we can get through together. I think about when we cry together and when we laugh together. I really love him, and 2 years that I live with him is the best time before he passed away. Yes, and I think that when you know my story, you will appreciate the thing that you have. Don't think that your life is so poor and so pity, because I ever be that girl. I am moreover, when I take our air-conditioner bus, I always think about him that today I can take it and I have enough money to take this bus, and I miss him so much. So finally, let me leave you a quote by Regina Beth. She said that life is not fair, but it's still good. Thank you very much for your attention.
โอเคค่ะ